All right, back again for another deep dive. And, we always like to take a look at what's happening, what's new. And this week, it's something that I think has gotten a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
Trevor Noah's coming back to host the Grammys in 2025.
He is.
Which, this would be his third time.
Yeah.
He hosted in 2021 and 2022.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting that they're going for the hat trick here.
Yeah, it is.
So what do you think is behind that decision?
Well, it's really interesting. I think, when you look at his first time hosting, which I think was generally well received.
Yeah.
There were no major snafus or anything like that. And then in 2022, there were some moments that I think you could say were a little bit polarizing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, when he made that joke about, that one nominee's outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Which was very revealing. And, some people thought it was edgy and funny, and other people thought it was a little disrespectful. So
It was a moment.
yeah, it's definitely a moment.
But that's what makes it interesting, right?
Right. Exactly.
It wasn't just a bland kind of thank you for the award type of night.
Yeah.
The Grammys are trying to walk this line between, being prestigious and then also staying relevant.
Well, I think that's exactly it. And I think you see that, not just with the Grammys, but if you look at other award shows as well.
Sure.
Like the Oscars and the Emmys, you see comedians now are almost the default choice to host.
Yeah.
And it does seem like they're looking for someone who can kind of like poke fun at the industry a little bit, keep things light.
Keep it moving.
Because, let's be honest, award shows can get a little self-important, right?
Yeah, they can get a little stuffy for sure.
Yeah.
So is it just about the laughs, though? Or is there something more to it? Like, why is the host of the Grammys so important?
I think it's a lot more than just laughs. I think, the host of the Grammys, you really have to think of it like they're the captain of this ship.
Yeah.
They're the ones who kind of set the tone for the whole night. They
Yeah.
guide us through all of the, performances and the awards and the speeches. And, they have to handle everything they have to celebrate the legends and the newcomers. They have to kind of, navigate any potential for drama. Like, remember the whole Kanye West Taylor Swift incident?
Oh, yeah.
Like, the host has to be able to think on their feet and keep the show moving.
Yeah.
It's a real high wire act.
Absolutely.
And the Grammys are especially tricky because there are so many different genres and personalities that are all kind of, under one roof.
Yeah, a lot of different people that you got to try to kind of bring together.
Exactly.
So it's interesting. We were talking about comedians versus musicians hosting.
Yeah.
I mean, it does feel significant in some way.
Yeah, I think it really does. It kind of suggests that there's this shift in maybe what audiences are looking for from these events.
Oh.
It's not just about honoring the music anymore. It's about the whole experience, the entertainment value. And I think that's part of, what they're going for.
Yeah. I mean, even just thinking back on some of those moments that we talked about,
Sure.
they were memorable because they were funny or they were interesting in some way.
Exactly.
So let's fast forward a little bit. Let's go to 2025. Okay.
Yeah.
Noah's at the helm.
Okay.
What kind of Grammys night are we in for?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, man, if I had a crystal ball, I would be a rich man. But, I think if you think about, what's hot now, what's popular in music.
Yeah.
You have Latin trap, Afro beats, these genres that are just exploding globally.
Yeah.
So I imagine that you're going to see those sounds kind of woven into, the performances, nominees, the feel of the whole night. I think it's going to be very interesting.
And I think Noah, with his, kind of global perspective, his background,
Yeah.
he's going to be able to speak on that.
He will.
And, he's got a sharp wit, so I'm sure there'll be some interesting commentary coming from him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and, if we look back at his past performances, he's not afraid to kind of poke a little fun at the industry, too, right?
Yeah.
He might have some things to say about how certain genres or certain artists tend to get overlooked.
He's not shy.
No, he's not shy at all. And I think, he sees it as, platform, and he's not afraid to use it.
Right. And that's kind of what makes this all so interesting and exciting.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't know exactly what we're going to get,
Right.
but we know it's going to be something.
Exactly.
And music is evolving so rapidly and changing so much.
Yeah,
It's hard to even say what it's going to be like in 2025.
absolutely.
But I think bringing Noah back is a really interesting choice.
For sure.
What does it say about where the Grammys are headed?
Right?
What does it say about where music is headed?
Yeah.
I'll leave you with that thought.
Yeah.
I think that's something to ponder
Yeah, lots to think about.
as we head into the rest of this year and into the next couple of years. All right. Well, hey, thanks for diving deep with us this week, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.